Hello, everyone. It is Amber Carlton with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties. And today I am coming at you with your market update for January 2023 already, which is crazy. So let's dive right in. I have January's absorption rates pulled up for you, as well as December's, and we're just going to look to see how it's changed. And the numbers are reflecting what I am feeling in the market right now, which is people coming out of the woodworks, which is amazing. And that is what January does. Usually the past 5 years, I'd say anyways, that's kind of how it works. It ramps up January, February, March, April, May might still be up, and then June, July, August kind of slow down. People are consumed with other things. End of August, September, it comes up a little bit into October, and then November, December, people check out, right? Because it's the holidays. It's a good time to just be and enjoy with family unless you have to move right away. That's what I've noticed, anyways, consistently in the past 5 years. And usually when it's hot and heavy right now, it's a busy year. And it is hot and heavy right now. So I'm going to dive into this a little bit deeper. So we did go from 285,000 up to 288,800. So up 3,800 for our median sale price. Average days on market for sold stayed the same. If they're coming out and they're listed right, they're going in about that 41 days. Average days on market for active did tick up 2 days from 79 to 81. So those are the homes that have been sitting on the market a little bit longer and still are. Let's go down. So under 120, which is hard to find around here. Usually it could be a condo or maybe more rural property. That went from 1 month worth of absorption rates up to 3. But note that it went from 5 listings up to 9. So really there are 4 more options in 2 more months worth of absorption rates for that price point. Not a huge change. Still very, very low inventory out there across the board. Just to recap, especially since it's the beginning of the year, neutral market is 6 months. That's not a buyer's market or a seller's market. Once we get into less than 6 months, we are in a seller's market because there's not very many houses to choose from. When we're over 6 months, it is a buyer's market. That's when there are plenty of homes to choose from. Believe it or not, December of 2019, we had 18 months worth of absorption rates for our luxury. And right now, we have 3 again. We went from 4 back down to 3. Even that category is seeing traction still. So overall, really, they've either barely fluctuated or they've dropped down. You can see, what is that? Our 300 to 400,000 went from 3 months back down to 2, and then from 4 up all the way into the $1 million price point range. That went from 4 months down to 3. We did have a few months or a few categories go up. What is that? Sorry, it's really hard for me to read. 180 to maybe it's 160. No, 180 to 200,000. That one went from 3 months worth of inventory down to 1. However, once again, if you look at the numbers, it went from 19 listings down to 16. So we did lose a few listings, but not maybe as we lost 3. Maybe not as many as you would think for it to be that many months of absorption rates. And just above that, we went from 3 to 2 at the 180 or 160 to 180 range. That one we did lose 7. We lost 7 months worth of, or not 7 months, sorry, 7 listings in that category. So overall, not a ton has changed. You can feel that it's starting to pick up. If you're a buyer, it is a really good time to get out and get ahead of it right now. If you are a seller and you're considering putting your house on the market, now or soon to now is the time. I just had my one out in Castleton. Gorgeous, very, very nicely renovated, I should say. 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 stall garage, fully updated kitchen, updated bathrooms at $225. That went multiple offers, first day on the market. So if you've got something and you want to make a life change, this is the time to call your person, call your realtor. If you don't have a realtor, happy to be that person for you. Always love to be that person for you. So if you'd like to connect with me, here's how. The vast majority are amber.realtor. A few are ACarlton realtor, and I'm on basically every social media platform. You will see me the most on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Never hesitate to reach out to me with your questions. I hope you have just the best day and the best weekend. See you next month, you guys.